John, your team didn't play on grass for 16 days prior to the weekend, so to Tuesday. How do you think that affected their performance?
I think it did in the first half, and Brentford were the same. When I spoke to their manager, they'd done exactly the same as us, and I think it was a bit scrappy, a bit edgy, the passing wasn't quite on, so the touch and the timing I think goes a little bit, but the big thing for us was we got the right result, and I think that then puts everything out the way, and we can now start worrying about that or thinking about it and get on with the next game. So we're actually going to train on grass this morning for the first time in 3 weeks, so it's, you know, with the game on Tuesday and the grass today, and then obviously looking forward to the rest of it. I think everything's fine now.
Yeah, and Stephen Gillespie scored 2. What's his chance of starting for Saturday?
Well, the same as everybody else. I've got a good look at that. There's a lot of good things went on before that, a lot of wearing down, and Coyote came on and made a big difference with him up front as well. So I've got to look at all things, but the nice thing is it's positive, and I've got people who want to be in that first team, and when they do get a chance maybe off the bench, they're coming on and showing me that. So that's good news for me.
Well, Yeovil are a team that traditionally slow down the tempo. How do you aim to counteract that?
Well, it's interesting you say that, because we saw them at Wickham on Tuesday. My scout was there and said they played pretty quickly, and they've got a new manager now, and they're going to change that. I think they've changed their way they want to play a little bit. They're very positive, very forward thinking. They've got 6 or 7 goals in their last 3 matches, so it's going to be a tight game, I think, a tough game, and I certainly don't think it'll be 0-0. I think there'll be goal chances anyway.
Have you been looking to Gavin Massey to scout out their tactics? Or?
I haven't asked him yet, no. We've done that ourselves. If Gavin wants to tell me anything, I'm sure he will do. He's a good lad. I'd rather be sure on him getting... So I think he'll want to play well and want to be in that team to start off with, so he'll be looking carefully at the team sheet when I put it up there, and if he's in there, I think he'll want to show 1 or 2 of his older mates that he's still a good player.
And will that be his last match for the moment? Or
well, it is in terms of the loan at the moment, but I'm trying to extend it. So I'm speaking to Watford today, and I've had a sort of a pre-conversation with them about a week ago that I'd like to do that, and they were kind of keen to do that, so hopefully we can get it done.
Have you got any injury news maybe about Ashley Vincent?
Ashley's back in the group. He's training with the squad basically, but he needs a game now. He needs a game or 2 before we can look at him at first team level, so that's cropping up, but he's right back in with everybody, training, doing everything properly, and we're looking for him to get back pretty quickly.
You've got a new youngster signing up for 2 years, Alex. How important is it that you nurture him in the right way so he becomes a good player? Well,
he's 17, and we think he's a good player already, but in terms of getting into the first team, he's got a wee bit to do, but we think there's a chance of doing that quite quickly, and it'd be nice to get maybe a 17, 18-year-old around the first team, you know, and give encouragement to all the other boys as well as himself. But we think he's a good player. We've moved pretty quickly. We're not going to sit and dwell on it. We get him into that first team squad, get him training with us on a daily basis, and try and push his career on. And if we can get him out there in a shirt on a Saturday afternoon, I'm sure he'll get well supported.
Could you tell the fans a bit more about him, please, John?
Yeah, he's a midfield player. He's got some elegance. He scores goals. He's 6'2" already, so he's a big guy. But he gets around the pitch, and as I say, he gets in the penalty box. He's a forward-thinking midfield player. Probably like Andrew Bond in that sense, or Anthony Wordsworth, that plays in that little pocket behind people and round people. Got an eye for goal, but the good thing is he just lives down the road. He's a local boy. This is his football club. You know, he lives and breathes it. He loves it, and that's the key as well. This is where he wants to be, where he wants to play, and he's going to get a chance to do that.